So now we look into a rotoscope brush, or whatever it's called, a rotoscopy brush, or how's it called? Roto brush, so just a shortcut. Okay, so I have this piece of footage and there's a character walking in the field. And let's say I want to make her, more, to have more contrast, or maybe reduce colors for the field, for the background. But there is no way for me to do it because, well, it's one layer. So I have a couple of options. One way would be just to make masks, which is in this case, a very not the best solution. So let's say I make a mask. Now I'm not gonna make anything good here, just to show things. So this is a mask, and say, since the character is moving, I can animate the mask. And 2 years later, I would be able to separate the character, right? So it's very inefficient way of doing things for this specific situation. So here we'll grab the roto brush, and in order to use it, you have to double click to kind of enter the footage. So we are not looking at composition, we are looking at this layer specifically. Okay, so I choose some, I'm not gonna do all of it, I'm just choosing some area here, and grabbing my brush. Note that you have two options here, Refine Edge and Roto Brush Tool. Basically what I'm gonna do is just tell After Effects that this is the object I care about. Also care about her arms or hands. And that's it. Now you see that After Effects made a mistake here, so I hit Alt button, or Option probably on a Max, to remove things from here. Okay, maybe some problems here. I'm not gonna do a good job here, just to be fast. And After Effects will try to create this roto, this outline here in this area. Now I need to make sure that this is the right area. I can expand it, wherever I need it, how long I need this footage. And you see this green thing, it updates. After Effects is trying to kind of find this outline in each of these frames here. So I can always come back, go to specific locations and add detail, add refinement kind of to the image here. See, let's add a finger, but let's not add the whole thing. And again, let's add the finger, and so on. I could also refine the edge, trying just to reach the edge itself. And I could do it in other areas. Probably here I made a mistake because I would need to add the finger like so, remove the place, and so on. Okay, I'm not gonna do more. Let's pretend that I like this, and I hit freeze. Now I'm waiting for After Effects to finish calculations. And After Effects has finished its work. If you would want to refine things, you would have to unfreeze and continue working. But let's say I'm happy with the result. I'm going back to composition, and you see it kind of cut out in this time my character. Of course, I should have done a much better job in refining those edges and so on, but just to show the principle, it kind of works. So let's add some sort of effect here. And say we have a blue person here, right? Or you can do anything what you want here. I don't know, brush strokes, or say, I don't know, cartoon. And you could pretend that it's a drawn character, right? And one more way of doing rotoscopy, much harder, but the advantage is you can get much nicer kind of lines. You know, if you would want to draw something, let's say an outline, and you have a vacuum tablet, or vacuum is a brand name, sorry, I don't know, a tablet to draw, or basically, yeah, you want Photoshop dynamic brushes or something like that. So say I have this sequence here, and I will export it. Add to render queue, the old school rendering. We don't even need to launch media encoder. That's enough to do so. And of course, if you don't care about quality, you just go with the JPEGs. If you do care, you can go with Targa, TIFFs, or something like that. But in my case, I'm not gonna bother with that. You change the location. So that will be v_00001.jpg. Next frame will be v_00002, and so on. You could save it in subfolder if you want. I won't. And now we go to Photoshop, go to File, load files into stack. Scripts loads files into stack. Find this folder here, grab those layers, soon to be layers, frames basically, and we open them in Photoshop. So now I will just use some sort of brush. Say what I want us to I don't know, have some dynamic, I don't know, change. So we can play around with dynamics and have some crazy effects here. So say I like my brush, I only see my first layer, create an empty layer, and I don't know, let's make her here a bit more interesting. And this is a bit trippy. Okay, first layer, second layer. Of course, I might want to see the previous frame, then I would kind of do something like that. And then I would be able to kind of draw over, you know, like one piece of here, next one, third one. Okay, I'm not doing a good job here at all, and so on. Or I might not care about continuity and just make crazy things. Let's do that, it will be easier. 1, 2, 3, I don't remember how many was there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just do 5. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 more layers. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one. I'm getting sloppier and sloppier. Okay, I'm gonna hide the original layers. And only here remain. Okay, now I will need to export all of that. So export layers to files, and I'll just type something here. Same folder probably. I need transparency. I don't need to trim my layers. Run. And now we wait. 1, 2. Of course, the bigger your resolution is, the more frames you have, the more time it takes. It's done. Now we go to After Effects and we try to import the thing, and we'll see a problem here with Photoshop naming, which is not good. See G00 layer 6, layer 5, which messes up our sequence numbers. This is a nice sequence, 001, 002, and so on. This is not nice sequence, so I will just rename them. This is not good either, but much better. It should work. So I want a PNG sequence, import, and I have 6 frames. And interpret footage. I might want to try to play around with the color here. Not sure, in this case probably it won't change anything. Yeah, whatever. And we just hit space to see the result, and it doesn't work, so I just show it like that. Maybe I'll just make a different blending mode, it will look nicer. Modes, and say I want this to be in, I don't know, that will be hard to see. Yeah, that looks nice. And we have a much harder way to do topology, but with some additional, yeah, you know, you can do crazy stuff.